You're probably here because you've recently read an article, a friend told you, your doctor told you that you should consider indoor rowing as an activity to add into your fitness regimen for one reason or another. Now, if you've read those articles, they're generally very short and they just say that rowing is a full body exercise and something that you should use. But why? Is it right for you? Is it the right machine for you to use? Is it the right tool for you to buy at home and have as a training tool? And that's the question we're hoping to answer today. Is it the right choice for you to insert into your training? And is it really that it's all it's cracked up to be? So let's check it out and let's get inside. So ultimately the goal today is to discover whether or not indoor rowing is something that's useful for you and should you be using it, depending on your circumstances, your fitness level, your finances. All of these things go into play into making a decision as to whether or not indoor rowing makes sense for you and should you row, right? At the end of the day, that ultimately is a very important question to answer, because while it's great that Time magazine is saying that you should use the rowing machine as a training tool, well, that's not right for everybody. Just like all fitness or all nutrition plans aren't right for everybody. There's no cookie cutter model for every human being that exists. I wish there was. That would make my life so much easier. And I wish I could say that rowing was the end all be all, but honestly it's not, but it is a great activity. So let's explore some of the advantages to using the machine and whether or not those fit into parameters that make sense for you. And let's figure out what all the excitement's about. So reason number one, and you hear this all the time from anybody who's suggesting it, is that rowing is low impact. And that is true. However, it's not the only low impact exercise that exists, but it inherently does reduce impact on the body. If you can't run and you can't jump and you have arthritis and achy joints, guess what? This is a really fantastic option for you to consider using this machine, because by sitting on the seat and having it be more of a horizontal force production, you don't have the same effects of gravity driving you down while trying to fight against that. Instead, we get to work in this horizontal pattern versus a vertical pattern. So if you're looking at this from a checkbox and let's tick a number of boxes, if that low impact sounds appealing to you and to your body, frankly, that's the one that matters the most. If that sounds appealing, go ahead and check that box as maybe one reason why you would consider using the rowing machine. Reason number two, strength, endurance, endurance-based strength. You can do it all with this machine. That is because of its resistance adjustment settings. You can really program any type of workout that your heart desires on this thing, whether it's multiple 20, 10-second sprints that are intended to work on your strength and your ability to handle load and put you under really aggressive duress. You can do it because you can take the resistance up, make it feel heavy, and work for very short sprint periods of time. Or if you want to simply work on your base aerobic volume and program long workouts with low resistance that are simply meant to make you sweat and improve lung capacity and your aerobic endurance, you can do that too by programming it exactly as you want with this machine. And so therein lies a lot of value to this. And so if that is a need for you, if you have a desire to put that into your programming, then guess what? That's another checkbox for using indoor rowing as a piece of your exercise routine, as a tool in your toolbox, if you will. Reason number three, this machine is often touted as a complete workout, meaning a full body workout. You often hear this statistic thrown around that rowing uses 86% of the body. Honestly, there's not much foundation in that. However, because of the way that the machine is situated, unlike a bike or an elliptical, it doesn't guide you through the movement. You actually have to learn how to move on this machine. I have coached thousands of people at this point, and I have never seen a single person get on the machine and do it right the first time without instruction. It's a learned movement. So A, don't feel bad when you sit down on this machine and you're not sure what you're doing. Nobody does the first time. And B, it really is complete because you push with your legs, you're swinging your hips open, you're pulling with the arms, you're pushing with the arms, you're closing the hips. All of these things that the body has to do to create work on the machine. And the more you focus on the mechanics, the better workout your body gets. And so it behooves you to pay attention to mechanics, making the workout more complete and making it a more advantageous full body workout. So yes, that one does stack up. Know that percentage of how much of your body is used, how many muscles in your body are used. Just say yes, it works a lot of your body. All the important things that need to be strengthened and worked are worked by this machine because you use everything. You hold on with your hands, your feet are strapped in, you're pushing, you're pulling, both directions with all appendages. It's all happening and it doesn't make for a very complete, useful workout. So, if that works for you, check that box off. Reason number 4, and this one's pretty simple, it is tried and true. This machine has been around forever in one form or another. There was a rowing machine on the Titanic. Look it up, not lying, it was in their gym. This machine just, different companies have come in and out, have come and gone. Concept 2's been around since the 70s. This machine is useful and effective, and trainers and coaches around the world have relied upon this machine for a long time. Now, is that necessarily a fact point? No, not necessarily. But it wouldn't have lasted as long as it has if it weren't useful, and if it weren't effective, and if it wasn't getting put into workouts by people who think about writing these workouts and the objectives that they want to help their clients achieve. I guess the goals that the clients state that the coach wants to help them achieve their own goal. Don't worry, I'm sure you get me on that one. But the point being, is it useful? Has it tested time? Yes, absolutely. It has been around for a long time. So if you like having a little bit of faith in it because you know that it's been around forever and it's not new and gimmicky, check that box because that is for sure, it ain't a gimmick. Reason number 5, and hear me out on this one because I'm gonna make a pretty grand claim. This machine can improve your entire quality of life. What do I mean by that? Well, because this machine doesn't let you get away with just moving mindlessly. You have to learn how to move, placing your body in the appropriate place at the appropriate time, using the appropriate muscles. You have to learn this entire movement path. Now with that comes you learning more and more about your body. It increases ranges of motion that you probably haven't been hitting in your everyday life. It strengthens muscles that haven't been strengthened. And it gets your mind in tune with your body working together, and that is a huge advantage. That in and of itself is what will improve quality of life for you because there aren't enough opportunities in our life that we are all taking advantage of that are improving us in that way. So if quality of life improvement, connecting mind and body is something that seems valuable to you or you'd like to insert, and I know it's kind of tough to say, nah, I'm not really interested in that, but if you're not, fair, not my place to tell you. Go ahead and add that check as maybe this is a useful tool for you. So at the end of the day, the decision is yours. Should I row? Is the rowing machine a useful tool for me to use? You're gonna keep seeing articles about it. People are gonna keep telling you that you should try it. But ultimately the decision is up to you and whether or not it's valuable in your life. All I care about is that you have something that makes you move, that makes you happy. It doesn't have to be rowing. And if it turns out to be rowing, great. I hope we get to spend a lot of time together and you hang out and watch our videos.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Join our community and all that good stuff. But really, at the end of the day, it's your decision to make. Should I row? I don't know. Take a look at these 5 factors and consider whether or not these things are useful to you, are useful to your place in life, and if it's the right decision for you. For me, rowing is absolutely a great tool, and I think it is for a lot of people. But the decision is really up to you. And as always, guys, thank you for joining us for another Dark Horse video. I love you, Dark Horse community, guys. Thank you for tuning in, checking out what we've got to say. Honestly, I love that you guys are trying to pursue something greater in your own lives, and really at the end of the day, that's what matters to me, that you are the dark horse of your own life. So as always, if you enjoyed this video and you want to be a part of this community, hit that subscribe button, and if you really love it, just really love it, hit that bell because it's going to alert you every time we come out with a new video, and as always, we will see you on the other side.